Hello again everybody, Boyd back with you. Here's another update quickie on our Enterprise refit. I wanted to show you what I was working on after work today. I came home and started painting on some of the detail colors on the secondary hull here. Now I went back and looked at Star Trek the Motion Picture, which is the ship that I'm modeling this after. And you can see that I've got some colors on the leading edges of the pylons here. I went back and looked at what those colors were on my Blu-ray disc, and they are a very, very light blue, almost a blue-gray. And they kind of like, on the movie, they kind of disappear when the light hits them at a certain angle, and then they show up pretty nice on other angles. So I think I mimicked those pretty well. I painted in the little vents there that you can see. And on the sides of the pylons, it's a darker shade of blue that you can see I put on here. That's nice and crisp and clean. And we did the same thing up here at the neck, added that shade in. And also at the forward area here in front of the above and below on the leading edge of the neck of the photon launcher. You can see that in the shot. Like I said, that color I picked, it sort of, on the movie, it sort of fades out when the light's on it a certain way. I think that's going to look really nice, and I think it's pretty accurate to the model. We also added this little detail part here, which is, I found out, is the exhaust for the photon launcher. When they launch a photon torpedo, the exhaust from the photon torpedo actually vents out the back here. And that's what that's actually for. And all of our our canopy glue is in the windows there, and you can see after it dried how nice that came out. Look how nice that looks. They're all nice and even and clean, and you don't get any of that twinkling action going on. These are nice. Canopy glue is nice because it doesn't dry quite as clear as crystal clear. So it gives you the lighting effect, but you really can't see in it. So if there's any wiring or anything like that that might be floating around inside the model that you really don't want to see, it's blocking all that, but it still lights up nice and clean like that. Our glass down there at the Arboretum, of course, is a little different. We wanted that like really clear so you could see in it, but besides that, our shuttle bay is looking good. I know I've showed you this guys before, but it's all sealed up. Everything's clean on that now. You can see the black at the back edges of the pylons have been done too. So what I'm going to be doing now is working on the Aztecs painting on this, and I'm going to show you something on that in just a second. Here's the base. I'm going to use the factory kit supplied base for a little while until I come up with a custom base, but I've mounted my momentary switches in for the photon launcher and the deflector dish, and over here is the main power. When I hit that, all of our lighting will come on, our flood lamps will come on. When we hit the deflector dish button, we'll go to amber, and that's going to light up our effects that I showed you earlier on the saucer top, where the amber light will come on and the crystal, our little thruster banks will light up. I've got to add those into here. This is just sitting on here temporarily. We'll have 4 of those around that, and we'll have 2 at the back of the engines, and then the 4 that are on the saucer. Those will fade in. When we push it again, that will fade out. The crystal will turn blue. Our impulse engines will fade out, and our chiller grills up on the top here are going to fade in and come on. And if you guys remember, I did those in violet. If you guys do some research on that, you'll find out that the model, actually, the original studio model, those actually were lit in violet for the motion picture, and with camera filtering and things like that is why they appear blue. But there are a few really rare pictures of the model that show them clearly lit in violet. And we got our little docking shuttle on there, travel pod docked with it, Kirk and Scotty in there, so that worked out really good. So talking about the Aztecs here, I bought this brand new Aztec masking set from a fellow named Orbital Dry Dock on eBay. He's just come out with this kit. This is completely redesigned. The Aztecs on this are really, really accurate. They were modeled right after the Polar Lights Round 2 decal set, and you can see in the instructions here he's got pictures of all the individual sheets and where they go. And this set right here is about the same price as, a couple dollars more, but not much more than the Aztec Dummy set. And this is a far superior setup here. You can see one of the great things about this is that he includes these masks here for actually painting on your registry number on the top of the saucer. Now, I'm not going to use these on this build because mine are already on there, the decal, but I'll save these for something later. And you get a double mask so that you can you put the first one down, you spray all your red outline, you put the second one down over top of that, and then you spray on your black, and you get a perfect painted on registry at the top of your hull, which will look beautiful. And here on this sheet here, they're hard to see, but this guy includes literally everything to mask this entire model. He's got the different size striping, not only to mask those really hard to mask lines in between on your chiller grills, but also the sensor bands, every little thing you can think of on this, even the individual little pie slices for masking off your crystal, like I was trying to do earlier. I wish I would have had this then. It turned out pretty good, but if you're doing yours, you can put these little masks in each individual spot, lay that on there, and paint your frame of your crystal, and it'll come out super clean and nice. All your window masks are included here. All the masks for the rear of the shuttle bay that I was showing you earlier, including the little details. These little panels right here that are not included on the Aztec Dummy sheet, they're included on this one. Every little thing you can think of. It's just a really, really nice, really complete set. Now the big thing about this is that he's designed this with the correct type of film. This is a double transfer film that you basically use some backing tape here, this sheet on the very bottom. You cut that out and you lay it over top of this mask, and you use this little doodad right here, and you smooth it all out. When you lay that, and then you peel your backing paper off your mask, you lay this on here, and once you put that on the model, you just basically rub it down, and then you pull the backing paper off, and your masks will all stay behind. This material is made out of some low tack adhesive that automotive artists use when they're doing like really cool graphics and airbrush work on hot rods and stuff. And it's made to peel off the paint and not pull up any paint with it. It's just a really superior product. And the nice thing about this is he's got it designed so that these literally wrap around every area of the model, and you can do entire sections at a time. Like instead of just doing the little sections of each panel that I've been doing on the saucer, I can now do an entire pie wedge in one shot, and pull off the masks that I want to take off, the colors I want. Spray those and then move on. The same thing back at the nacelles here, if I can find that one. He's got the beautiful patterns on here for your kind of brickwork, I call it, that goes around the tail end of the nacelle that we're all familiar with. If I can find that one on this sheet here. This one here is all the Aztecs for the secondary hull, for the bottom and the sides. And from what I can tell by looking at them, they look really accurate to the screen model too. Okay, here's the one I'm talking about. You can see it there, the nice, that actually wraps around the entire nacelle just like it's supposed to. So you can do these entire sections all at once. And that's just going to save me a whole lot of time. And he's put a lot of time into designing this. And I can't wait to try it out. So again, if you guys want to look him up, it's Orbital Dry Dock on eBay. He's selling these, and they're just a few dollars more than the regular Aztec sheet. So it is well worth it, and I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait to try this. So let's take a look at the model with the lights completely out here again. And you can see that, isn't that lighting looking nice? I mean, the windows and everything are just coming through perfectly on it. Look at our spotlights, how nice they're working and everything. And once that deflector is lit up and all the other stuff put on, again, when I put the nacelles on here, we're going to have a nice flood lamp that comes down and hits right on this area right here. I don't know if it'll show in the light or not, but I actually sprayed that color pearlescent gold on that, the same that I noticed that it was on that spot on the model in the motion picture as well. Once we do all this pearlescent on this thing, it is really going to pop. The strong back decals as well. Now I wanted to mention one of our guys, another favor from my friend Jerry, HDATX, over at Sci-Fi Model Action. He's actually printed out some strong back decals for this in high resolution, 9600 DP, I think it's DPI, on some really high quality decal paper. And he sent a set of them over to one of our other guys who put them on his, and they looked absolutely fabulous. And he's going to send me a set. I can't wait to try them out. Once the strong back goes on there, that's going to bring all that to life. And same thing around the deflector dish. And with the correct colors for the Star Trek, the motion picture version, they're more of a green-gray than the blue ones for the A that you get with the kit. So it's really coming along nicely. So okay, guys, that's going to be it for the update. And I'll go ahead and get this out of here because I'm going to do a little bit of work on this in a little bit. So that's it for today. I'll catch up with you again in a couple more days, probably with another quick update. And I hope you guys are enjoying the build. I'm having a blast on this. Everything's coming along really well. And I hope you guys are building these yourself. This is a fun model. And especially now if you want to do these Aztecs, that new set, that's going to make that a whole lot easier. He's going to give Aztec Dummy a run for his money on the competition side if they work as well as advertised. They're just very, they look to be very, very high quality. So, all right, guys, well, take care out there. We'll catch up with you in a couple of days. Happy modeling, everyone. We'll see you later.